Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another bomb reading, Capricorn. We do. Yes, I hope you guys are well and happy February, right? Yes, and I feel like this is going to be a leap year, but this is going to be a great tarot reading for you, Capricorn, because we have the wolf, which is a great calling, an expansion. Somebody sees like being with you as a great calling, and this card here is this man here is all dressed, and he wants to marry this woman over here, right? And here she is, and she's waiting in her wedding dress, and on her side is she's wearing a crown, and on her side is the rainbow and the big mansion, right? This card talks about making your dreams come true, because we see the Pisces symbol here, and that's about Pisces. It is. We see Venus down here. This is love and passion, yes, and yeah, interesting here. And we also see Libra. So this is about partnerships, right? Libra is the 7th house of partnership. And before we begin, Capricorn, if you would like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. They're accurate. I'm a Silva grad. And they are lots of fun. We do them on the phone. And if you don't know somebody, you don't understand them, I would definitely recommend getting one of those. And I always recommend getting the tarot spread at the end. Really a lot of fun. If you insist on a video, you may have one of those. But yeah, and because you get unique insight from each reading. If you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, click on that link below, Capricorn. Okay, so we see him, he wants to marry her, and she's waiting over here all dressed, right? She said, gee, I can't wear this dress too long. It's a sunny day, and it's real big and fluffy, right, and hot. So here she is, and she's waiting for him, and there's actually like a bench here, right? But she's waiting for him on the other side of the ocean here, which is, it's not too far, but look how far up she is, and he has to climb that, and he has to swim across this really kind of unruly ocean water, right? Yeah, it is. And, he doesn't look like he's actually an Olympic swimmer, Capricorn, but we're not sure, right? We don't want to, we don't want to put any limiting comments on him, right? But he could definitely, he wants to swim here, but there's a problem here. There's some type of a problem, and it could have been this relationship here. We see the man looking at the woman, and this is the opposite of this. This is like, we need to split up, basically. The devil's in the back, and he has his claws on them. And so he looks at the woman, and they're chained together, and he just looks at her like, this is over. We're not happy together. And over here, he wants to marry her. So, and since he has to swim across here, maybe somebody has to break up with somebody here, or they have, or they're going to, or, it does look like that here. We also have Scorpio here, and I have pulled this because the energy of Scorpio is resonating with this reading, and this talks about death and rebirth. It does. It talks about intensity or depth, right? Yeah, and so Scorpio takes us into the depths. Yeah, it is. Because it is about things that are hidden or invisible, and because it is about death and rebirth and the occult. Yeah, the underworld, if you will. It can be about things that are very private, sometimes things that are kept secretive, or, right, can be. And this is a complex and intense sign. Yeah, they're very powerful too, because Scorpio is connected to power. It is. One moment, you guys. Okay, beg your pardon. Yeah, Scorpio is definitely, connected to power. As I was just saying, they're powerful people. Yeah, they are. They're very psychic too. They can be a little quiet, and, a little kind of private, maybe seen as, some people might think secretive, but, and this can be about secrets too. It can. Maybe you are a secret here, Capricorn, possibly, right? This is a complex and intense sign concerned with processes of transformation, right? Interesting how we said how process, right? Because the word pro means like for, but cess, it's almost like cease, like an ending, right? Like to support stopping something, and that's really what transformation is about. Something stops, something ends, and it transforms, right? Yeah, negative fixed water is inward moving. We say negative. It doesn't mean Scorpios are negative. No, it doesn't mean that. It's an astrological term. But negative fixed water is inward moving and conjures the image of still waters running deep. Scorpios are masters of controlled passion. Yeah, they're super passionate, right? And they also rule the second chakra, or reproductive organs. Yeah, right. So of course they're going to be passionate because right? They're the CEO of the reproductive organs. You might want to see them that way, right? And this is about resilience. Scorpios can be very resilient. Somebody could have been really resilient here and maybe stayed in this type of a relationship, possibly, right? We see the man. If you can see the cards, it's really much more interesting here. But this can talk about a story of survival. Yeah, Scorpios, they're not really afraid of too much interesting, or they're not really afraid of sometimes change, transformation, death and transformation, but some of them are not afraid of death itself. Yeah, and I feel like that's what kind of, or transformation, the process, that's what helps make them resilient, right? When we're afraid of change, it's much harder to be resilient, right? For sure it is. Planets here act with passion, intensity, and stoic courage. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. Scorpios they're badasses. They are. And I mean that in a good way, for sure. Capable of going into the fire and being reborn in a purer and stronger form. Yeah. And this talks about, this area of your life talks about crisis, elimination, and renewal. Interesting, elimination, right? Here you go to the depths and are disinclined to compromise. Wow, see, this talks about seeing regeneration, and that's what this is about. This is somebody who's not going to compromise here. You can tell here. He's like, oh no, we need to unchain here. Somebody's ending something, and that's what the Scorpio card talks about. It talks about regeneration. Something ends here, and something gets either regenerated or created. Either one, right? We have resolving conflict, and she's sending this heart healing energy to this man. He's sitting there bummed out, and here's love, empathy, compassion, and understanding. Yes. And interestingly enough, this is 26, which is an 8, and that's where power comes from. Power comes from a true understanding of who you are and what triggers you and why you do the things you do in order for you to grow, right? And that is spiritual food for thought. For sure it is. We have maturity, and here is the beautiful woman. Here's the older man over here. He's the ascended master. He is, right? You want to see him as the guru, or the guru if you want. But she's writing something here, and all the books are here, and here is the ascended master. So we see here that with the books and the ascended master, and she is kind of, acting like a scholar, if you will. There's a complete understanding here, which brings maturity. That is the name of the card here. The books are in the back. Somebody has really kind of studied or stepped into their wisdom, because we know books stand for wisdom, unless it's a comic book, right? Or maybe novels stand for more entertainment, right? Yeah, I feel like they do. But hey, yeah, I mean, books in the early form were mostly about wisdom, or kind of bringing information to somebody, right? Yeah, and you can learn through drama too. You can, or novels. Here's the wolf here, and somebody here has matured because of their empathy and their understanding now, and now they are, and this love. And I feel like this woman loves this man, but there's like self-love here. There's a regeneration. Somebody has grown, maturity, spiritual maturity. That's what that is. They have grown. They understand here what true empathy is. And it's a little bit like Sagittarius' reading, in as much as somebody has learned to, what's the word here? Learn to be authentic, or they see the divine feminine. If this is a man, or if it's a woman and she's completely just, too much divine feminine. We have to have the yin and the yang in our life. Life is balanced. Everything must be balanced in this life. Yeah, you took a tennis lesson. He's showing you the balance, right, with your body as you hold your body. Everything is balanced. Let's see what we have, Capricorn, in this reading. Resolving conflict. This could be inner conflict. He has inner conflict here. She's trying to help him. Yeah. Let's see what we have, Capricorn. And this maturity card is a 5, so we know there's major change here. That came a little difficult. 5s are difficult change. They're not, somebody shows up at your door and says, let's make up. It's not that easy. That could be happening in this reading, but it's not that kind of easy change. In fact, spiritual growth is not always easy. No. Let's see what we have, Capricorn, for you guys, please. And we have the World card here, Angel of Success. Okay, and this is maturity. Because when we reach the world, it's almost like you went to the university or something. Maybe that's not a great analogy, right, or a great example. But the World card is when you have come full circle in who you are as a person. And, definitely with the yin and the yang, the divine feminine and masculine. You have really mastered yourself. That's what this is about. And this is about self-mastery here with this maturity. So this here, the World card, can be a Capricorn card. It can be a Scorpio card. It can be at any card, honestly. But I say that because this can be very Aquarius too. But this is changing. This can be getting your wish, but only after you have really matured and seen that that you might have been wrong. Somebody could have been wrong how they were looking at life, their perspective. Here she's helping him resolve his own heart conflict. Somebody could have made choices in a relationship because of the lack of really understanding themselves. Maturity. This is spiritual maturity. And he has a problem with himself. His heart's broken and she's helping him. But yeah, this is about understanding the soul, your own soul. Somebody has done that with the World card, Capricorn. You are your person. And this is when we reach true success in our life, right? And when we talk about success, we don't mean necessarily financial. No, because true success is mastery of the self, right? We know people who are rich and they're not happy because there is no mastery of the self. They are completely consumed with the materialism, right? And so, yeah, there's people who don't make that much and they're happy with their life. And there's people who make tons of money, right? Yeah, so let's see what we have, Capricorn. And we have the 10 of Swords, endings. Yeah, and that's what I said. There's definitely a transformation here and an ending. The Scorpio card's here. This card talks about an ending. It talks about a need for an ending. And the maturity card is a 5. That is also an ending. So let's see what else we have. We're going to put these cards out and we'll talk about them. Wow, here's the Page of Swords. And she's hiding something here. Yeah, and this card is called Gossip. Gossip. Why did I say gossip? Gossip. Gossip. It's kind of a hard word to say, a little bit. Gossip. It's because I've been saying it gossip for so long, right? Knight of Cups is in the reading, and okay, we're gonna, yeah, this is a man here with his shirt off, and I don't think they're gonna make a problem, but it looks like a woman with the long hair, so we'll cover that. We will. We have the Moon, the Tower, the High Priestess, and the World. This is a huge reading, which talks about change. And the fact that it is a huge reading itself talks about definitely energies, cycles ending and changing. And people moving into, you moving into a much better place, Capricorn. And so the crossing energy or the challenging energy here is the 10 of Swords. It's an ending. This is a challenging ending for somebody. They had to unchain themselves. This is a couple. It could be somebody really unchaining themselves from another person. But this can also be unchaining yourself from this blockage that you have created, like, because we see the woman and the man here, so they are standing together. We see the divine feminine, divine masculine, but they're chained. So this is really interesting. So somebody, if this is not a physical relationship that's ending, it's definitely somebody's way of looking at things, and they have resolved conflict within themselves right here. And now they step into their power. And this is all based on love. Yeah, she loves him for sure, but when we see compassion and understanding, this is self-love as well, especially with maturity. Somebody cracked up at my reading the other day about, I mentioned self-love. But if somebody doesn't have self-love, you could be the best soulmate on the planet for them. And, but they may not choose you or may not want to be with you because of their own problems. Yes. Their own fears, right? Maybe you're going to leave them. Maybe they have abandonment fears, and, which we're getting into really, deep waters here about this stuff. But I feel like there's definitely self-love in this reading that is really important to have somebody move forward in their life. So this ending could have been difficult. And the angel of success, which is a cycle ending and stepping into your power, your worldly power, or it doesn't have to be worldly. I don't mean you're going to, you're going to go to Argentina and, be a big success there. I mean, that'd be great, right? But if that's what you want. My point about it is that you step into your own personal power here. But there was something had to end here in order to make that available, but it was hard. And maybe it is this relationship over here. The gossip card, Capricorn, it can talk about somebody who can't be trusted sometimes. I'm going to have a look at that. We see her with a knife. She's covering her face, right? And this is supposed to be the Page of Swords. So here she is here. Deceit. Yeah, see, duplicity. Interesting about duplicity because there could have been self-deceit here. This man who kind of didn't understand himself here, didn't have any self-love, right? He didn't. So that man who could have been kind of deceiving themselves. Or could it be somebody arrogant here, kind of, that is moving out of that? It's possible here. And moving into a way better place in their life. These two cards here sometimes can talk about two separate couples here. This is the couple that would be ending. Because we see somebody moving toward what they are really aligned with after they have resolved their own inner conflicts. Yeah. So the Page of Swords, legal matters and agreements. Interesting. She has a knife over here as a legal matter. Right? That's funny. But that's what it says here. It could be about gossip, right? They just put the first word here on the card. As a person, this page is a serious young individual. Okay, they don't have to be young though, Capricorn, because they could be, but these are general readings. So, they range, right, from, age 18 on up to, whatever age you might be, right? Yeah, maybe my age, right? No, I'm sure older, right? On the surface, the page appears harmless. He or she may criticize you. Okay, a serious young individual who may have a hidden agenda. Okay, so yeah, and this one, okay. Although on the surface the page appears harmless, he or she may criticize you, so keep your own counsel and pay extra attention to how you communicate verbally and in writing. This can be saying be careful, right? Because be careful with legal matters. Somebody could be dealing with that in this reading, Capricorn. This ending could be a legal matter and it could be really difficult for them. That definitely happening here. Could be. Sometimes when we see all these books too, sometimes it can talk about legal matters just because, yeah. Okay, so the page appears harmless. Although the page appears harmless, he or she may criticize you, so keep your own counsel and pay extra attention to how you communicate verbally and in writing. If relevant to a situation, this card indicates documents, which may be work-related, or visa applications or paperwork relating to house moves. Yeah, somebody could be moving here because they're ending something here. And other legal matters. You may be seeking professional advice just now. Yeah, you can get a reading with me, Capricorn. right? You could, you'll have an understanding of the situation. But, you know, this card, though, I feel like somebody's going through something difficult here. They are. You or your person. And it could have to do with legal matters. It could have to do with a marriage. This man's married to this woman here in this particular card, or in a marriage type union. He's like, please, I need to unchain myself. And you know, the Virgo is a Scorpio. This is Scorpio energy here. Okay, so this is more. This is, you know, showing the death and transformation here, or the regeneration. The regeneration is here on this card, where this man wants to marry that woman. And he said, you know, just wait, Helen, I'll be there, right? I have to swim across, you know, this big sea here, and let me take my bloomers off, right? Because he's wearing bloomers, right? Is that what they call those bloomers? And so, yeah, interesting here. Somebody could be seeking a divorce lawyer here. Maybe they're moving. But this ending shows up in the challenge, nowhere else. In the crossing energy that is, in this reading, a challenge. In the past, somebody took action here. Maybe they did move. This Three of Pentacles is about action, Capricorn. And the mindset is creating something. Queen of Wands is showing up. We have determination right here. Somebody's very determined in this reading. Whoever's doing this, whoever's dealing with this ending, and they've already started this action, maybe it's a legal action. It sits next to this page here. Could be. Yeah, that could be true. Legal documents, because the swords talk about the written word, documents, not just, you know, yeah, can talk about written documents. Any type of communication relating to the mental realm, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and so let's get a card, though, on the Page of Swords, and that is with the Hermit, and it shows up in the upright here. Yeah, and so the Hermit is Virgo, but this is somebody who has, it could be Virgo, right? This is somebody who has sought out wisdom or spiritual growth, because we see her with the Ascended Master. Yeah. In the past, why is that action card there? Why is that there for Capricorn? We have the Five of Swords. We have a couple of fives here. Where's that other five? No, it's the first five, isn't it? Yeah, I feel like it is. So, you know, this is action. This is victory and a defeat. I mean, some people like to call it, you know, we can see this as chaos, mind games, because there's swords. Maybe there was mind games. But it looks like there's an ending here and a real loss right here, Five of Swords, because somebody took action. And the concern is the Angel of Power. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wants the power here in order to have a brand new beginning, a stable one. This is this card here. Pisces is here. I want to make my dreams come true in relationships. Here's the Libra sign. Yeah, we have Venus, and this is Neptune. Yeah. Yeah, because Libra relates to Venus, which is love, for sure. And then Pisces relates to Neptune, which is making your dreams come true. That's one of the Pisceans, right, kind of things, right? Very Piscean. And the mindset is the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Cups. I can't make it up, Capricorn. We have two aces here. They're both golden. So this is golden, all right? I don't think the Ace of Wands is golden. And in the environment, we have spirituality and the Two of Cups now. I can't make it up, Capricorn. The Knight of Cups is spirituality. You see, here's the Hermit. Somebody really woke up. They did. They have grown. Their consciousness is higher. They're spiritual, and they're seeing the link between their life and how great it could be with this kind of spiritual growth, right? And Eight of Pentacles with the Moon. And, you know, the Moon is dreams here. She's dreaming on top of the Moon. She is. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And I was saying somebody wants their dreams to come true. She's there because she wants her dream to come true. She says, if I go lay on top of the Moon, will they come true? And somebody here, this is in the hopes and desires, but That's what this is about. This is a very cool reading. I like this reading because we're using a different deck a little bit too. But I really like this reading here. And it's an awesome reading for you, Capricorn. And this 8 is about doing my best, and that's what he's doing, 8 of Pentacles. I'm putting all my power into this to make it work. And that's what somebody's going to do. The power, angel of enlightenment. And here are these people, and they're jumping out, right? She looks like she's in her nightgown. And, you know, this other person, they're jumping out of the tower. It's in the middle of the ocean. Angel of enlightenment. So this is very Scorpio energy. This is definitely awakening in this deck. And it comes with a few bumps and bruises. It does. Yeah, it does, definitely. And we have the devil with it. Yeah. So somebody here, this devil here is about, it could be you, Capricorn. That definitely could be you here. But maybe you are the one who has gone through the enlightenment here, right? The tower comes like as a shakeup. And somebody could have really kind of shook up in this reading about this because they grew up. They matured, and they could have said, what was I doing the other way? Right? Yeah, what was I doing? This is beautiful. And whoever's showing up for you, Capricorn, is showing up as emotionally mature. And with this they're in their higher self. And that is great here. And for some reason, you have shown them. You have helped them. Yeah, you have. We're going to end this reading, Capricorn. I have an astrology video on my other channel, and I will pin it below, Divine Soul Astrology. It's about Pluto and Aquarius and how everybody will be affected. All about the 12 signs as well. If you want to get a psychic reading with me, lots of fun, go ahead and send me an email, or, you know, or you can click on the calendar below, yeah, in the description box. Thank you so much, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.